Legend, wait for it, Daryl. Hey guys, me Legend, wait for it, Daryl. And I am super mega excited that I can finally be able to share with you all of my cool Power Ranger props. What do I mean by that exactly? Well, props from the show. I wanted to do a video like this way sooner. The idea was to have this out in December, then January, but unfortunately delays kept happening. There were issues, shipping errors. It was just constant madness. But some things actually worked out in my favor. And now I can go ahead, I can show this video out and show you guys what I have. And what am I talking about, of course? All the Power Ranger props that I own from the show. Little bit of backstory, of course. So last year, Hasbro announced that they were working with Hertiage Auction to basically auction off all the stuff from Power Rangers. There was like over 100 warehouses of the past 30 seasons of Power Rangers, from Mighty Morphin all the way to Cosmic Fury, and some bonuses, including stuff from Ninja Turtles, The Next Mutation, Mask Rider, Beetleborgs, anything involved with that. And honestly, fans were not happy about it, but then other people were really excited about it because you could own stuff from the show. I initially signed up myself just for some sake of curiosity. I didn't never initially intended on buying anything from the auction, but then because I had signed up, Hertiage actually had sent me this. This by itself is so cool. This is a catalog book of all the props and stuff they were going to be selling inside the auction. I think there's about, there's over 475 pages in this, just talking about the stuff from the auction that they were going to get rid of and sell. So I signed myself up, I saved up, I had a really steady budget of things I was prepared and ready to buy. And I got annihilated. That's right. There were like a few things that I just wanted to have for me. Whether it was a Mask Rider suit, a Power Rangers Red in Space suit, a Power Rangers Dino Fender suit, or even the Cosmic Fury Morphers. The one thing I really actually did want was the Corona Aurora from Operation Overdrive. But then once the auction happened, apparently there were Operation Overdrive fans everywhere, and I just got annihilated. But as I was slowly giving up hope, there were other people from the auction that didn't want everything that they had bought in their lots, and were even willing to piece out parts of the things they bought from the auction because they weren't interested into. And that's where I came in and I scooped those things up. And that is what I'm going to share with you today. The things that I've bought from the Power Rangers Hertiage Auction. They're not full suits, but they are trinkets. They are really cool items that I know you guys will care about because I care about them. So I'm going to go along and share that with you today. So here we go as I talk about all the Power Ranger props that I own. And before I even get into the meat of stuff, which of course are my Power Rangers Hertiage Auction props, I want to give a special shout out. I'm no stranger to this because, guys, I own several things from the show. I own actual production. These are not copies. I own actual production scripts from the show. Different shades of pink. This is kind of like my holy grail of scripts, by the way. This is my Forever Red script with every single Red Ranger who was involved in that, and I mean every single Red Ranger, yes, even him, autograph on this script. I own, I know he's not for everybody, but I do own some Mask Rider production stuff that includes, you know, some stills, scripts, photo captures. Basically, these were things that they used to help produce and write the show for Mask Rider. I have these. This probably actually does have a much more efficient and better name. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. Yes, this is, slides. These are footage slides from Mask Rider, by the way. Scripts and production notes. I loved Mask Rider. If you guys don't know anything about Mask Rider was a character who had a backdoor pilot in the first episode of Season 3 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And I fell in love with the character because I love the show so much because of how campy and cheesy it is. So yes, I have that. I have scripts from Power Rangers. And that's just a bit of it. Also, I want to do a big, huge shout out to my boy Mark Richardson, because without him, I never would have gotten. These are screencast molds from the show. the middle coin right here, the 8 coin, actually is a screen used power coin that was in season 3 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers season 3 is my favorite season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I thought it had the most production value, the best written story, and the most focus. I know it's not everybody's favorite, but it's my favorite. So yes, let me go ahead and give you a quick little looky-loo for this. This is like my holy grail. It's framed right next to my door, so every time I come home, I will see this bad boy right here. So yes, my Mighty Morphin Power Coins that were screen molds, and of course, Power Morpher. And there is the business card I have from Mark Richardson. He gave this to me when I had bought in the coins and stuff from him. Like I said, he made these molds from the show. The middle coin is a screen used coin. So is the dragon coin right over there. These are actual screen used coins. The rest are replica molds that he made for me. The Dino coins. Sorry, I'm not gonna take this out of the glass case, so I apologize if it's a little dusty. But that shows to show how long I've had this. I also have the White Ranger coin. That's also a replica mold that he made, and then he also used the molds to create for me Power Morpher. So yeah, as I've said before, Season 3 is my favorite when it comes to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And that is why I only have the one animal coin, which is the Ninja Ape coin. So those are my favorite of the powers. But yes, these are my, this is one of the only props that I own from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And I just wanted to give an honorable shout out to Mark Richardson. Oh, here's the COA, by the way, if you guys care about that kind of stuff. This was made by Mark Richardson. Again, he was the prop master for the first and several seasons of Power Rangers. So I thought this was really cool, and that's why he's getting a special shout out before I get to the other stuff. And thank you for humoring me with that, by the way, guys. Like I said, Mark Richardson has been a very big part of my life. He's how come I have so many scripts from the show. He's how come I can say I firmly own a prop and a piece of history from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And how cool is that? Who doesn't want to say that? So, and Mark was basically the backbone when it came to Power Rangers. He made so many props and stuff that we have seen before, and that's why I think he deserves this honorable mention. But enough about that, Mark. You've been talked about enough. Now let's go into the very first thing that I have from Power Rangers, the Hertiage Auction. And what came after Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Well, I hope you're feeling stronger than before, because I wanted to talk about my Zeonizers that were used on screen. A little bit of backstory about this, by the way. So, one of the people who actually purchased the pink Zeo Ranger suit, William Swift, the owner of the Enchanted Fantasy Museum, he was getting rid of stuff he did not need from his lot, and one of the things that came with it, it was really weird too. So they sent him the Zeo Ranger pink suit, but it had the Zeonizer piece just randomly strapped to Zeo Ranger Pink's wrist. I'll go ahead and attach photos, and you can see like they actually just randomly attach it. That's because in the very first episode of Power Rangers Zeo, the Rangers, they oddly enough had the Zeo Ranger suit, the Zeonizers attached to the Zeo suits, and they went Power Rangers Zeo, and they morphed while already morphed in their suits. So yes, this is from the show, and then this is actually a random used Zeonizer piece that I own. So this is actually the real bread and butter when it comes to the Zeonizer stuff. Let me go ahead and send you some of the, give you a better look at what it looks like. But yes, really cool because I love Power Rangers Zeo. It's one of the few seasons that had, it actually has more episodes than any other season of Power Rangers to date, and right now probably ever. And of course, it changed the game, so I'm really happy I got to own this piece. So let me go ahead and show you guys a little bit about it. Okay, so again, this came from a lot 1105, the Zeo Ranger pink suit. So this is what it looks like. Basically, like like they used a lot of toys from back in the day. So this is definitely Bandai of Japan. It still works. Still does the flicky thing. If you go ahead on the back over here, ignore my communicator. I've had that forever. This is the Velcro that was attached to the Zeo Ranger pink suit. It's actually still good. I guess they use industrial strength Velcro. I use that for all my props and cosplay stuff too. This is what it looks like from behind. So yes, nothing really fancy schmancy. That's the full Zeonizer. And then this I'm just gonna keep with it. I honestly don't remember. I honestly might have gotten this from Mark or Mark or even Scott, and they had a bunch of Zeo screen use stuff too. But this just goes with it. I'm gonna keep them together. And yeah, that's the full in-depth look of my screen use Zeonizer from Hertiage Auction. And they fit great. So yeah, guys, nothing really crazy high depth I can go into. Again, I didn't want the full suit. I just wanted the Morpher because it didn't ruin the aesthetic of the suit. And saying I get to own a Morpher from Power Ranger Zeo, any Morpher from the show is really cool. I wonder if I can still do the thing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of. But yeah, guys, that is the full, that is the full, that is my full in-depth review for the Zeonizer. Now, let's go on to the next thing, which is my Crystal Saber from Power Rangers Wild Force. So this I actually bought in piece of the red Wild Force Ranger suit. And there's so much backstory, I'm gonna get into that. But if you guys don't know, this is from Power Rangers Wild Force, duh. But in the show, they would take these out of their hip holsters and use these, not to really fight, but to summon the Wild Force Megazords. And yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna go into detail here. There's the little hole. This isn't sharp, it's not metal, it's actually like really vinyled out. And because this was just used for like screen purposes, it's not like the real dagger. I'll show you a comparison of that with an actual trans dagger, because they did include that in the catalog of why it looks so different. You do have the hole here for the Wild Zord Crystal. I wonder, can I fit a screen accurate Wild Zord Crystal in the actual prop from Power Rangers Wild Force? Let me consult my crystals. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if the Crystal Dagger actually can fit screen accurate Wild Zord crystals. I actually got this at Power Morphicon from the amazing gentleman at the Power Rangers Wild Frontier booth. They gave me these, but if you want to order these yourself, oh my lord, look at these! Look at these! I'm sorry that I'm pivoting, guys, but these are just so cool. Gal shop actually made these, and these are available for sale. And from what I've seen, they keep making new crystals, by the way, and I think they're even doing individual ones. I will go ahead and tag them in the description of this video so you can go ahead and buy them yourselves. So I got this from the red Lion Ranger suit from Wild Force. So let's go ahead and see if Red Lion crystal, and these are like gloriously screen accurate. Let's see if this will fit inside the Crystal Saber. Okay, so unfortunately the hole's too big. So it looks great if for a display piece, which is what I'm doing right now. The crystal looks great. Inside of it, it's just I can't lift it or it's gonna fall right out. That's not the crystal's fault, it's just that's not the crystal's fault, it's just how it is. But yeah, that is the Crystal Dagger. Ooh, let me show you the Crystal Dagger real quick because I'm over here. Okay, so again, I guess they use this for like screen purposes. Hold on one second. Actually, I'm gonna cut through. Give me 1 second. So this is the lot from the suit that I got this from. I have a brand new COA that I had to order from Hertiage just for the dagger and the other piece, which I will get into in just a moment. But yes, for some reason, they just basically crafted an entirely brand new Crystal Dagger. As seen here, the Crystal Dagger is completely soft vinyl. The hilt has some pleather onto it, and then they did include the hole. I kept the Crystal Dagger in there. I kept the Wild Zord Crystal in there for the nice aesthetic. But yeah, that's what that looks like. It's not heavy at all. It's very light. It's very light, very soft. I could stab anybody with this. Please don't stab people with your Crystal Sabers if you own a Crystal Saber. But yeah, this is as in-depth as I can get into it. And yeah, that's it. It's got some wear on it because again, this series came out in 2001, and yeah, so that's it pretty much for the Crystal Saber. And not me totally forgetting that I actually owned this vest. Dave Moser made it, so yeah, Marvel's by Moser, really great guy. Look him up. I swear I'm not just shilling people out there, but yeah, I look good in this. And why am I wearing this? Because I want to get into part 2 of the thing that I own from the Power Rangers Hertiage Auction for Wild Force, because I love Wild Force. None other than my red Wild Force helmet. That's right, this is from the same suit that I just showed you guys. This is from the same lot that I got, by the way. This is an actual screen used helmet from Power Rangers Wild Force. It is in great pristine condition. There are little nicks and knacks, but there are massive differences, okay? Like when you go inside the helmet, there are differences that helmet makers for cosplay, like Kamen Rider Nimoy, Aniki, they don't do these kinds of stuff inside the helmet, and I always wanted to know a little bit more about it. So yeah, guys, this is the helmet. I'm not gonna wear it because these are props. They are not cosplays. You should not be wearing these. You should be preserving these to maintain their value and their integrity. I'm not gonna wear it. I'm never really bold enough to wear it. That's just my stance on it, though. If you guys have props from this stuff and you want to wear it, who am I to stop you? I don't know anything. But yeah, that's just my principle on it. Anyways, enough about me whining and complaining. Let me show you what's inside this bad boy. Okay, so again, I did mention this helmet is not perfect. There are some nooks and crannies and scratches on it. Like, this thing has been through a little bit. You can see it. You can tell this helmet's been worn a lot because look there's a bunch of grazing and stuff right here on the hinges. No suit maker uses little screws like this, by the way. The detail is immaculate, though. Of course, it would be immaculate. It's from the show, but everything is really nicely painted. The polish on the paint is still very nice. Like I said, guys, this helmet's been through it. It's been worn several times from the show. Let me show you guys the back. Here is the back of the helmet. So nothing crazy, nothing spectacular, but here is like a little glimpse of it. Now let me guys go ahead and show you the inside of the helmet, okay? Okay, so guys, a very big thing that I did notice that I've never seen before with any kind of helmet, if you look at the bottom, there are these little creases right here that I've never seen before. I can't tell, look at right here. There are these little creases. I'm guessing they were to protect the actors or anyone who'd wear the helmets from cutting themselves. I've never seen Aniki or Nimoy or any prop maker do this. So like right here are the little creases. Ignore my background. My little creases. If you look at the bottom, because this helmet is so old, over 20 years old actually, you can see the crease start to slowly fall off, but I'm guessing these are protectors. But yeah, that's very different and unique. Now let's go on to the inside of the helmet. You see the Wild Force label. I am guessing because not everybody who worked on set was like Power Rangers literate and wouldn't guess that the lion looking helmet belonged to Power Rangers Wild Force. You've got the inside black padding for people with small heads and for protection. That's normal. I typically remove mine because I do have a big head and don't need the padding and protection. The straps are still strong. Good golly, great molly. I don't know if they replaced those before for display purposes before they started shipping them out. But yes, these are really, really strong. Like, it's taking some effort from my hands, and I have really strong hands to separate those. And then going forward, this was the craziest part to me. Inside the helmet, this is not all black, okay? For the inside of the helmet, they use black mesh because if you go on the inside of the helmet, it's super clear on the outside. Like, you can see everything night as day. You can see Taylor because I'm using the manual that's still on my desk as an idea for the red Wild Force Ranger suit. But yes, they use black mesh to basically help tint the inside of the helmet for outside display purposes, and that was bonkers and crazy to me. But yeah, guys, this is the inside of the red Wild Force helmet. Padding is everywhere, and yeah, and then like I said, if I let it go, the helmet goes ahead and automatically closes. So yeah, guys, this is the entire red Wild Force Ranger helmet from the show. Also, this is the lot that it came from. I'm just gonna go ahead and go really slowly so you guys can see everything that it came with. Again, I only own the helmet and the crystal dagger. I don't know anything else. Fun fact, everything from the auction had a base buy rate of $500 for a starting bid. So yeah, so just like, and that was everything regarding all the Wild Force stuff that I own. Again, if you don't know anything about me, Wild Force is probably my third favorite Power Ranger season. It is a very near and dear favorite season of mine, especially when I watched it growing up. Of course, it's the season that has Forever Red, which was our version of the Avengers growing up. But no, like, this season meant so much to me. If you followed me, you know that I had the honor of hosting the 10-year anniversary panel over at RangerStop, including all the actors from Power Rangers Wild Force with the obvious exclusion of Ricardo Medina, but I would actually meet Ricardo Medina at my very first Power MorphCon a few years earlier before that. I own the Forever Red script. I have the vest. You know, this show had such a huge impact on me, so to be able to own this helmet that had such a heavy significance on the series, which was the final Saban series before Fox Kids became the Fox Box. I don't know if that's the same for everybody everywhere, but it was for me. This was a huge deal. So thank you, William Swift, for doing business with me, and of course, giving me the opportunity to own this, and of course, the Crystal Dagger. So these are all the Wild Force props that I currently own. But I'm not done sharing my props. There's one more cool thing I really want to show you guys, and that is, of course, my Dino Charge Morpher. What was it only called? The Dino Charge Morpher? Like, this is where my fake fandom shows up. I love Power Rangers Dino Charge, don't get me wrong. It's just, I don't think it was called anything else back then. I know in the Sentai, these were called Gabu Revolvers, and the series, it was based off Kyoryuger, but I actually did see Kyoryuger before I saw Dino Charge. It was a different time for us, okay, guys? We would watch this and die before we watched Power Rangers. But anyways, yes, this is what I have. This is, like, very thick. It's made out of nothing but foam. There's no electronics to it at all. This doesn't go up. This does still spin though, so that's very cool. And it's got some weight to it. But yeah, they crafted this straight out of nowhere. I got this in part of someone else's lot. He only wanted the suit. I'm talking about my friend, of course, Morphin Pug. I'm gonna keep which suit it came with kind of a secret because they want that kept to themselves. I will go into detail in high def about everything I can with this Dino Charge Morpher. I thought I had a Gabu revolver I could use for a size comparison. I never bought the American version because those were tiny. But I did have the Gabu revolver, and the Japanese ones were, you know, they were role play size even for grown-ups, because that's what grown-ups my age need, are role playing toys from a children's show. But anyways, I do have the Brave version from the Korean spin-off, which is actually canon to Super Sentai's version of Kyoryuger, the Dino Charge Brave Gabu Revolver. And here are the size differences. The Dino Charge one is actually bigger. Like, I'm gonna show you guys a laid down version of how much bigger it is, but it's got size to it. And that's crazy that, like I can do this, or I can do this, but you can still see the Gabu Revolver. I mean, you can still see the Dino Charge Morpher past the Gabu Revolver. So this is bigger than this. I don't know if that was done for show purposes. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, there you go. There's the size difference. It's crazy about the size difference there are. Okay, and then also, if you look straight forward, this doesn't have any holes in it. There's no holes in it. So I can't take one of the Dino Chargers and slip it in there. Actually, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Can I still do it? Can I still do it? Can I still do it? Sorry guys, it's been a minute since I played with one of these. Open these. I'm sorry again. My fake fandom is just showing up. Is it this one? Huh. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, there you go. And then I just, there you go. Okay. So I go ahead. So these would be the Dino Charge, the Dino Chargers. And I would go ahead and stick it in here. The issue is though, there's no hole. Look, see that? No hole. So I can't, there's no Morphin for me with this Morpher. The irony does not escape me. But anyways, enough about that. Let me go ahead and show you guys a very detailed version of what this looks like. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use Brennan's page for an example of scale. That does not mean I got this from Brennan's suit. All right, so we go ahead, but here is the Dino Charge Morpher that we have. I don't know if just their pictures are high quality, so you can't see like the wear and tear on it, but that is what it came with. And then here is mine. So there, like I said, the series is, are we coming up to 10 years? I think we're coming up to 10 years when it comes to Dino Charge. Here's the Morpher. All of this is painted on here, by the way. All of it's painted, very nicely painted, by the way. A friend of mine, Edgar, actually painted his own Gabu revolver to be screen accurate. Very, very cool. So this does spin. The trigger does nothing. The trigger is painted on there. Nothing much we can really do. Like I said before, there's no holes. There's the blaster also has like little holes in there, so cool. The gravy. But yeah, this is the whole blaster, guys. The screw, you can see the screws. Yeah, it doesn't open up like the toy I just showed you did for comparison. It's just a very nice thing to own if you are a fan of Dino Charge. Okay, guys, bear with me. All right, it's been 10 years since I've done something like this. Okay, I don't know if I still even remember the dance. Okay, ready? So, we're just gonna have a charger in here. Boom, put it in the thing. Sure you change. Huh. Fire! Yep, I still got it, and yeah, I just did that. But yeah, guys, this is everything I can pretty much think of to show you when it comes to the Dino Charge Morpher. And again, the reason why I wanted to own this is because Dino Charge was a very big part of me when I was a Power Ranger fan. I got to meet the entire cast at San Diego Comic-Con. This was my very early Daryl and Scott days at Power Morphicon. This was something I would discuss with my friends too, Dino Charge anyway. Like, I would go to watch parties with these with my friends Bruno, Andre, the whole crew that we had back then. So that's why I made a special effort to get my hands on one of these, and I'm very honored to own a Dino Charge Morpher that I will take care of to this day. So again, thank you, Morphin Pug. Like, this wouldn't have been possible without you, and I'm very grateful for it. And that's pretty much it, you guys, when it comes to all the auctions that I have. Yeah, I know I was kind of blowing it out of proportion, but like, the little bit of stuff that I have from this auction was a very huge deal to me, okay? To be able to say I own one piece of Power Rangers history is one thing. I feel honored to be able to say I own a multitude of items from different seasons. I own a bunch of scripts, I own props, I've met the actors. I can say as a fan, I've been able to get close to the sun more than other fans, and it's something I've always been very humble about, very grateful about. I've been to the Lionsgate premiere, I've met people, I've gotten to do a lot, and I've always been so grateful for that. I've met so many friends because of Power Rangers, so to be able to have stuff from that, it's mind-boggling, it's mind-blowing, and I'm always going to be able to cherish that forever. So now that I have stuff that I can like put away in my own original museum, that's great, and I can go ahead and of course show all my friends, but I also wanted to share it and show you guys. So that's all the stuff I have from the Hertiage Auction. That this far, I'm always looking for other stuff from the show, so if you know anybody who's ever going to sell anything from Hertiage Auctions, you can feel free to DM me anytime. I'm probably going to be interested in it. Do you own anything from the Power Rangers prop-wise, script-wise, anything-wise, even a photo? Do me a favor, comment below, let me know, share. I want to hear what you have from Power Rangers that you were proud of. Even from Super Sentai that you were proud of, Masked Rider that you were proud of, VR Troopers. It is crazy to me that there was nothing from VR Troopers for sale at this. I know there is a second auction that is going to happen later in 2025. I'm keeping my eye on it. Maybe there are some other things that I just missed. Yeah, share with me why Power Rangers is a big deal to you, why Super Sentai is a big deal to you, or whatever, and share what you have that makes that special to you. I'm honestly genuinely curious about that kind of stuff. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, I am nothing without you. There's always going to be more content coming. I do my best to bring stuff out weekly. And yeah, make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more content just like this. And yeah, comment below stuff, guys. This was a very big deal to me. I'm not bragging, I'm just sharing, but I want you to brag. You brag in those comments! So yes, that's everything I have regarding this. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know what you liked about it. And as always, you have a super mega day, and stay classy! This is a big book, by the way. They should have sold me this book. Really, 500 pages to just look at cool Power Ranger stuff. Did you get one of these? These were free. Did you know these were free? They're not free anymore. You can't find them anymore, but it's free. I also got other videos here. You can subscribe down there if you haven't before. Yeah. Okay, bye guys.